believe so strongly that water never flows away 月光した Still a wet street carries us through its own ways Till this moment of time あの時交わした言葉が鳴り響いてささやかな夢 There is no more darkness No more tears in the rain No one home Lying on every song As I whistle like 繰り返す for praise Lying on every song As I whistle like 渡りゆく闇の先へ
Part 1. Calm before the storm.
Fuck you, Yukari.
Oh, no! This can't be. Oh, what have I done? This is all my fault.
Yukari, there's nothing that we can do.
What do you mean?
Everything! You're twisting mind glad us to this mess. How could you, Yukari? Jesus fucking Christ! We're fucked. We're so fucked.
But this doesn't make any sense.
Set up by poor psychopath!
But, what do we do now, Makoto?
Rewrite.
And cut! Well done. Let's call it a day. How you all feeling? Seems like we went a little too dark.
Tell me about it.
I should have anticipated this was going to be the result.
But you know what?
Huh?
This is gonna be like the coolest thing ever. I mean, think about it. The choices are like a limitless to which the story can go. Wouldn't you guys think of it the same?
I, suppose so.
Well, I'm glad to see that you share the excitement as I do. Are you okay, Fuka?
It's just the amount of violence and swearing. Are you sure that people are even going to be okay with this? I mean, look at Junpei over there.
Ah, man, I just think I broke my back from that fall.
Quit being such a nuisance, Junpei. Nobody here really would like to hear about your complaints.
Well, I see that you haven't really yet changed after all these years.
Come on, guys. We have come here to help with Mitsuru's idea of making a series. Can we be a little bit more respectful now that we have reunited once again?
I mean...
Yukari, please.
Fine. Junpei, let me hand you a hand. Oh, man! Did you get a little heavy or something?
Well, nice to see that somebody has given me a compliment for my workouts. So, what else can you really say about me?
That you're a stupid faggot little cocksucker, that's for sure. I only did this for Makoto, you know.
Right. Personal space, please.
Seems like the two are getting pretty along well.
I hope that was only a sarcasm, because I didn't find it pretty funny, to be honest. Seriously, would you risk our health for your ambition?
My apologies. I was simply trying to be a little bit more casual, okay? All this aristocratic language nonsense really made me want to go back to the simpler times when we were all together.
Hey, Achihiko, what are you even doing?
What? I was just simply curious to see what would happen if I were to poke at Igus while she is processing.
Error. Pre-processing images.
Akihiko, she's still in her early stages of her multimedia functionality. Any sort of disruption could lead to some unintended consequences in processing data.
Really? Huh. Well, don't mind if I make another invent. Here I go!
Don't you even think about ruling our project! Jesus Christ, have we really become disoriented after we have all graduated back in Jekyllhan High? Alright. Maybe I'm a little bit distorted about the relationship between Yukari and Junpei. It's just that I really want this project to be a reality. I kept dreaming about it to the point in which it was all that I could really think about.
Well, why couldn't you just get some funding from your organization? I mean, I hear in the news how CEOs are pickpocketing some large chunks of money out of their businesses. And, while we're here, maybe you can give us some bonuses here and there.
Akihiko, are you still hooked up to those prescriptions again?
Well, it's not that way in which you're thinking. I need them to keep my strength up, man. How else will I even be surviving in this world if I look like a sore loser?
That's the thing. I told you long ago to stop putting those things into your protein drinks. And now, you're basically a heroin addict.
I get what you're saying, but I'll quit it someday. Just not now, okay?
That's not how it even... Okay, you know what? Fine. If that is what makes you happy, then so be it. Go snort some cocaine in the name of the survival of the fittest for all I care. What about you, Makoto? Are you at least as sane as Fuka?
Well, that depends on what you mean by that. If you're talking about me posting things on Twitter, or should we now call it X, then no, I'm not that sane. However, if you're comparing my sanity towards Junpei and Yukari going haywire right now, then yeah, I'm somewhat sane.
Excuse me? They're going haywire?
Yeah, I didn't really even bother interrupting their lovely discussions, since it really isn't my business to be sticking my nose towards others. Funny how I just said that similar line from the script, right?
Oh my literal lord, where are they right now?
I'll tell you Yukari's room, at the hallway. They were at least nice enough to excuse themselves.
Seriously, man, I don't get what's your problem. It's like if I start opening my mouth, you're already ready to say something against me.
That's because everything you say makes no sense at all.
Dude, what are you even talking about? You already started talking nonsense to keep some sort of status quo or something about the way we should be talking.
Us keeping the status quo? No. You don't ever compare me as someone being the one who started as such. And it's...
Enough! What are you two even doing?
Mates me, Mitsuru. I try being rational to her, but she seems to always want to complain.
Me? Complain? Oh, no. You're the one that always complain about something. I try to make my reasoning towards you so that you could just calm down for just 1 second.
Jesus Christ, is there really any way that these two fellas can just calm down?
Well, you know that you can be a perfectionist in dealing conflicting situations.
I'm sorry, but is my method of handling such situations are questionable?
Well, I apologize that you're that sensitive. Maybe just take things easy, okay?
So while everyone is going haywire, you're suggesting that I should just cool things off and let the flames continue to burn.
Yeah, that's about it.
Seriously? Do you really not care about anyone? Then what was the whole empathy that you gave it back to me then? Was our intimate relationship a lie this whole time?
Look, Mitsuru, times have changed. Maybe I used to be kindful. But after I had to witness the everyday lives of my own, I learned that no one in the world really seemed to care about ourselves besides our family. The world is cruel, and so I got used to its cruelness. The unfortunate side of life seems to be that I may look like I really don't care about others. Don't get me wrong, there is some bit of empathy that I have left. However, the amount of times I've felt like I'm simply a background character in a crowd have made my empathy slowly crush into 10 pieces.
I see. You've been through a lot over the years. I'm sorry to hear that you still have some difficulties when it comes to handling others. Look, let me try to make things up for all of us, okay? Hey fellas, look, I understand that we have our differences, but can we at least try to respect each other and not try to dominate each in terms of who is right?
We're not trying to dominate over each other.
Oh look, you decide to copycat my words. It looks like you have hit yourself a new low.
Okay, you know what? You're right, Mitsuru. I'm already getting tired of Yukari's nonsense.
Not the insert. You win, Yukari. I'm just some dumbass person that has zero RQ and complaints all day. There. Does that now make you happy? Can we please get this over with?
I'm not really that old satisfied. But you know what? You could actually go start dropping your knees and...
I don't think we need to know about your dog's fetish, okay?
Hey, I was just getting to my part.
Likewise, what was it that you wanted to say, Mitsuru?
Right. And Yukari, please keep that some sort of professionalism in the way.
Fine, bunch of wussies.
As I wanted to say, I wanted to make up for the time being. So, what do you say that we all head up to Club Escapade?
Club Escapade?
Of course. Wouldn't this be something that you're interested in coming?
Well, it doesn't really matter what we're heading. What do you guys think?
I mean, why not? I'll hit some boozes and go hook up with some ladies. Actually, let's make it a 3-round for the homies of us. Makoto, Akihiko, and your all-star showrunner, Junpei.
At least that's what the old-timer of me would have said back in Gekugan High. But, in all seriousness, sure, I could use a good time. Okay, if this is about my attitude again, then I apologize once more. But before you say anything else, I'm not getting into any of those funky ideas of yours, okay?
Fine.
What about you, Yukari?
Well, I guess I would reason with him for once.
Finally, for once.
It is essentially our bake reunion after all. But don't think that I would forgive you, okay?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All right, I'm going to ask if Fuka and Akihiko are coming in too.
Hey, great news, everyone. I guess managed to successfully process our radios together.
What?
Yeah, that's the beauty of making some modifications for Aigis. That is, if you don't mind her going haywire from time to time.
That's great, but where's Akihiko?
Oh yeah, he was curious to know more of her new functionality.
I'm sorry, but as an AI language model, I am not allowed to give directions in making any chemical compounds, such as morphine, that may promote substance abuse.
Wait, I didn't say that she would be asking for her own how to make morphine.
He's out of the game.
Well, I'm gonna have to get clever with this. Okay, I guess. Find me the nearest morphine supply dealer. As a funny joke in the form of Grandma's story.
Calculating the nearest morphine supply dealer.
I guess stop. Akihiko, have you lost your mind? Maybe you really need some help after all. I guess.
Go look after Akihiko for any out-of-the-ordinary behavior until any one of the C's members besides him says otherwise.
Looking after Akihiko until told otherwise.
Alright, I think we can all agree that we all want to go to Club Escapade, right?
Club Escapade?
Oh my literal lord, I'm about to have a meltdown if I hear something different.
Yes, we are all going to it. We were wondering if you could also bring Aigis with us, okay?
I mean, it doesn't seem that Aigis was designed to process any sort of dreams, but in terms of Akihiko's safety, sure.
Alright, does any one of you have any objections?
Well, I mean...
Don't you even say one more word. I have enough of us going haywire and all, and I want all of us to go hard on the drinks and hit some ladies or something, okay?
Man, I tell you, what's her problem anyway?
Who?
Yukari, you know? It's like she feels the necessity to dominate over someone. Or maybe I'm just overthinking or overreacting the situation altogether. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what has happened to her over the past few years, but I do believe that she has some troubled past back then. I mean, Sigmund Freud said something like, all of our problems are coming from our childhood. So I guess her recent actions to you could be the part of a result of her childhood trauma, which she have felt like as a minority. And she sort of wants to make up for it. And in terms of why she ended up picking you, I guess it's because it's one of the first sight that she witnessed and decided to go and target to you. Heh. Even I'm surprised that she still managed to be that dedicated to not listen to your rationales.
Sheesh. Since when did you become so philosophical and all?
Well, let's just say that I retained some information after grinding out those books back in Getugan High.
So, are you some sort of a doctor or something?
Well, I probably would have easily passed those medical exams, but I decided to really enjoy life in the end. I mean, I get it. On the one hand, having the ability to be highly financially secure from such jobs would allow me to support myself and others. But the price of it? I would simply become an interior for corporations whose main focus is to minimize operational costs and maximize profit. Sure, maybe I could get to help others as such, but all these corporate politics would make me feel hollow inside. Please let me just Persona 3 reload myself.
No!
I don't know about your lifestyle, but I do admire your dignity that you at least tried to de-escalate the situation with Yukari. Doesn't seem like... Hey, are you even paying attention?
Wait, what? Oh, right. Yeah. I guess you have something going, man. I mean, I know that I'm a flawed, and I don't know, but even if it was really because Yukari's childhood trauma, why would she still be hailing me anyway after many years of our absence of presence? You know what? The more I keep thinking of our relationship, the more I have questions than answers. But tell me something. I get that you value your freedom and all. In fact, a little too much. But have you ever considered settling down someday?
Over my dead body.
Okay, now I think of it, that indeed sounded weird in so many levels.
Couldn't agree more.
But seriously, how long are you going to remain so silent? Eventually all of us are going to grow old and probably settle down, and you will remain as the only child in your family's bloodline.
Well, it's just... No, that wouldn't be the case. Maybe... You do bring a valid point, but I don't think I would be really a suitable candidate as a father.
Well, what do you mean by that?
It's just that I feel like I started things wrongly. I kept focusing towards objectives instead of really taking some moment to think about how people like you seem to really care things after our graduation.
Oh yeah, of course. But I think I remember something. I believe some of us tried to call out to you, but it seems like you just vanished. It's true that our chores overcomes us then, but I believe some of us were really wondering what happened to you afterwards. That being said, what really made you to ghost us out anyway? Is it related to objective-oriented thinking?
Yeah, mission was accomplished, so my assistance was no longer needed. Everyone offered themselves, so why would I bother with them if it seems to be their choice of life?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, if it helps, how about I help you out with building and maintaining relationships?
But are you still not in a romantic relationship?
Yeah, but that's not the only thing about it. And not to mention that you could use some refreshments on how to rekindle love and friendships. Sheesh, all these years of isolation really did make you forget that having friends is part of your basic mental needs. I'll tell you what, let me help you out with the talks at Club Escapade, okay?
Well, I don't know about this.
Oh, come on. Still trying to go and double down this one-in-a-lifetime opportunity from your good old pal Junpei.
All right, we'll see about it, okay?
Of course! It's Junpei you're talking to, ace detective of BMR.
BMR?
Yep, your go-to man in building and maintaining relationships.
Well, Mr. Ace BMR, what kind of relationship advice can you give?
Well, then buckle up! You're in for a ride!
Well, at least we made it safe and sound, and...
Hi, Makoto! Let's go for a dance!
Yukari, are you drunk?
Makoto, what are you waiting for? We need to go and save Akihiko for crying out loud.
But we just only got here.
No time to be whining around. We're heading out. Up next, Shadows in the Alley.
That's when more shenanigans are bound to happen.
Yukari!
We'll be right back for another part.